Topic Tuesday to you. For Topic Tuesday today, I'm going to talk about my favorite face brushes. I had promised to do a favorite brushes video. I just feel like it'll be way too long if I try to do both, so I'm going to split them up into two. I'll do eye brushes in a few weeks. So I also wanted to let you know, a lot of people will ask when I'm filming on today is Tuesday that you're watching it, but I'm filming on the weekend. Well, it's actually Monday, but anyway. When the lighting is this spectacular, it's usually because I have daylight and there's no other lighting but that. I'm sitting smack in front of a window. I'm not able to get the sort of daylight all the time. I do my best to film as much as I can when it's like this, but if anybody's wondering why the lighting might look different, or the haul video that I posted on Sunday, why that looked different, it's because I am smack in the middle of daylight. Okay, let's get started. So this actually I should call brushes and or tools, I guess. I do have one kind of more of a tool than a brush to mention, but for foundation, I have kind of two brushes, and then I also have this. I really like the Beauty Blender. I have just started playing with the Real Techniques one to kind of see if I like the application and really determine if it's similar or not, so I can't speak to that, but I am in the process. So, but I really like the Beauty Blender. I feel like it will help to make a little bit of a thicker, long wearing foundation more wearable for those of us with dry skin. A lot of you had suggested, I think back when I did the CoverGirl 3-in-1 foundation, I don't think I had used this yet. And since then I have tried this with my Estee Lauder Double Wear. I really like it. I think it gives a nice foundation, a nice coverage with your foundation, blends it out very seamlessly. It's not, I still like to use a brush, so I like to use that, but by far my favorites, and I know there's a lot of Sigma controversy lately, but I like these brushes. There are dupes out there that you guys can find that people have shown from eBay and that kind of thing, so have at it. So I guess I won't necessarily say the Sigma version of this, but this type of a brush. So this is a flat top Kabuki, the F80. Everybody has talked about it. It's a great brush. I just really like how it blends the foundation into my skin and makes it part of my skin. And I also like the flat topped, which is the F88. They basically perform the same to me. Some days I prefer to have the more angled version, but you certainly don't need both by any means. So one or the other, and I don't necessarily have a preference as to which one I like better. Okay, let's talk about under eye concealer. I have two brushes that I like for that. One is the Real Techniques setting brush. I actually am currently using one for my concealer and one for the Bare Minerals Well Rested. I'm playing with that a little bit. But this is probably going to show up in my favorites this month, or did I show it last month? I don't know. It's still a favorite though. The e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush. This is awesome. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it. I just wasn't sure if I was going to like the denseness of it and that sort of thing. It's great. It blends very well. It's super soft, and I think it's $3 or something like that. Really, really great. This one is just a little bit more flexible. So I like this for instance, say the MAC Pro Longwear, because that's a little bit more, I want that really blended into my skin, but kind of a lighter one you don't need as much blending with, the Real Techniques one, but I like both of those very much. Okay, for powder brush, I have kind of two. If I'm just dusting powder over my face, just a little bit of a setting powder, nothing crazy, then I like the Sigma F30. However, I like the synthetic version of it, and I believe you can only get this in the Mr. Bunny or Mrs. Bunny collection. If that is not true, I will of course, like I do always link it below. And I'll note whether the link that I'm listing for you is the collection or if it's just the brush. At any rate, I like this. It's just very, very soft. You can see that I got it too close to my curling iron when I was traveling once. But I really like the brush. I really find it to be very, very soft, and just, it works well. I don't know what else to say. I don't like the MAC 150. I used to like the regular version of this. I don't like that anymore. I just like the synthetic one. But I can tell you, I have a feeling the It Cosmetics is going to push that one out the door pretty soon. But I just got it. It's not fair to talk about yet. Okay, so you guys know a lot of times I will use a mineral powder or a powder foundation over whatever base I'm wearing for a little bit more coverage. And I don't want a super dense brush. Like some people will use a brush like this kind of for a powder foundation. That's too dense for me. It's going to apply too much. So I like the Sigma 55. I've talked about this forever. Originally, I got the idea from Lisa D1, and it looks different now, but from what I understand, performs the same. it's just the perfect, it's the perfect meld of a powder brush and kind of a brush like this put into one. So there's some denseness to it, but it's still fluffy enough to be able to really blend and buff into your skin. This is a great brush. I would not be without it. I actually have two currently. I hate to get the other one just to test it, because I actually think that Lisa SC09 might have done a review video of the two of them together. I will try to find that and link it below. Okay, for bronzer currently, I have been on a search for my favorite bronzer brush forever. I have tried the Real Techniques blush brush, which I like, but I don't love. I used to love it. I have tried the Bobbi Brown bronzer brush. I don't like that. I'm scared of the Tom Ford one because it looks too big. So currently I have been using and really enjoying the Bobbi Brown powder brush. So it comes to more of a taper. I feel like I can really get it, you know, kind of where I want it. And so this is the brush I use to just kind of warm up the perimeter of my face, kind of the 3E sort of thing. And I really have liked this a lot, and this will be showing up in my favorites. I can tell you that right now. Okay, for contour, this is a brush I've talked about a couple of times, and I feel like I should have talked about it much more. This brush is hands down one of my holy grail brushes. I never ever want to be without it. It was originally sent to me by a friend of mine. She used to make videos, she doesn't anymore, but I just fell in love with it. I have purchased this actually recently for a friend of mine for her birthday and sent it to her. I just think it is an amazing brush, and it is, how about I tell you, it's the Napoleon Perdis Angled Contour Brush 15B, of course, link below. And it is angled, as you can see, and it just, I'm not sure how to show you, there's some stiffness to it, but it also gives you the ability to blend it out. So after you get it really right where you want it, it's precise enough to do that. You can, you know, kind of turn it to its side or go like that and just kind of blend it in. This has changed contouring for me. I never liked to contour before because I just never felt like it looked right. So it looked right. So when she sent this to me, I started using it. I haven't stopped using it since. Fortunately for me, it's one of those brushes that will dry in about 4 or 5 hours, so I can clean it one day, use it the next, and have no problem. The other brush that I like for contouring, and this is for a little bit more precise, is the Sigma F35. I've talked about this a bunch for highlighting, but lately I've been using it for contouring. So I will take, and I've been using Dallas actually. Sarah, my friend Sarah recommended that, and I go right here and just give it a little more, you know, it's just a little more depth to the contour. I've just been playing around a little bit. So I really like this. It's been talked about a bunch. I don't know of another dupe for this. If somebody else knows one, they can certainly, you know, leave it in the comments below in case you're not wanting to purchase a Sigma one. But I really like the Sigma one, and this, I've had this forever. This has held up very, very well for me. Okay, let's talk about some blush. For cream blush, hands down, beyond a shadow of a doubt, is the e.l.f. Small Stipple Brush. It looks like this. I feel like I haven't been showing you guys them close up enough, sorry. And this is also like $3. I found out about this from Emily, and it really is perfect. The MAC 130 is very similar to that. Let me grab that. Okay, here's the MAC 130. So they're very similar. Even in the MAC 130 is a tad more dense, I would say. They perform very, very similarly. And it's just perfect for stippling it on and then blending it out. There's enough give in it to be able to blend it out, but there's enough, you know, stiffness in it and to be able to really get it's great. It's an amazing brush. They could totally charge more than $3 for this, and I'd still buy it probably. So that's what I like for cream blush. For highly pigmented blushes, and this actually is because I used it today, I like a duo fiber brush. It doesn't have to be from any specific place. The one I currently have is the Sigma from the Mr. Bunny collection, so it's a synthetic brush. But a duo fiber from, let me just grab this one. I have an old Makeup Forever one that is not from their new line. So anyway, it truly doesn't matter. I'll link the Sigma one below for you, but you know, any duo fiber brush functions well for this. And you just kind of, you know, I use this today because the blush that I use, I'll show later, is very highly pigmented. Stipple it in, blend it out, good to go. Whew, it's a good thing I'm splitting these up into 2 videos because I'm pretty chatty. Okay, my favorite blush brush, hands down, for over a year. I'm pretty sure it was in my 2013 favorites, you know, like yearly favorites, is the Bobbi Brown blush brush. This brush for me is amazing. If you get this or any Bobbi Brown blush and you wash it once or twice and you think that it smells, it'll go away, I promise. Usually a couple of washes kind of has that smell to it, but it goes away. This is just the perfect cut for picking up blush and blending it in. Absolutely, hands down, one of my holy grail brushes. So for highlight, this is my last, or no, I have one other after these two. So this Ecotools Deluxe fan brush is awesome for highlight. Absolutely incredible. I really like this. So very nice bamboo handle, super soft brush, random hair. And it really, you know, some fan brushes are too thick. Some are too thin this way, I mean, and this is just the perfect amount, and it has enough, you know, stiffness to it to really be able to kind of buff it into your skin without buffing it away. It's a nice blend of stiff versus not. Okay, and the last brush that I just recently talked about this is the MAC 159. So it's thin like this, it's a duo fiber, amazing for highlight. Really great for a cream highlight and powder as well, but I like it for a cream highlight. Like for Illamasqua Gleam, it works great for that. For the Giorgio Armani Belladonna, love it. That's kind of a cream powder product, but anyway, really like this. I know that it's MAC and it's a little bit pricier, well, a lot of these are, but for me, it's worth it. Okay, and the last one, I just talked about this in my favorite, so I won't go on too long. But this is the e.l.f. Kabuki brush. Recent find for me. This brush, while I love my MAC 152 as well, this brush just has more give to it. And what I like about that is that when I'm all done, I just, you know, with my face, I just use this to really blend everything and make it seamless and all, you know, no harsh lines or anything. I just think that this is a great brush, well worth. I think this one is maybe $6 versus $3. I'm not positive, but well worth every penny if you can get it on a deal. Even better. All right, so those are my favorite face brushes. As I said, I will do a follow-up video with my favorite eye brushes. If I have already done that and you're watching this down the line, I'll try to come back and link that below for you. And yeah, those are the brushes I'm loving. On my face today, I have the Chanel Prolumiere. And over the top of that, I have my Smashbox Halo powder, which I am really digging lately. For my bronzer today, I'm mentioning it because it's, you know, new. It's not my normal. Is the Aphrodite Shell Extra Dimension bronzer. I have that just kind of, you know, 3E-ish. And to deepen things up, I have Benefit's Dallas, which looks like this, by the way. I have the old packaging. And on my eyes today, I played with my Camp Cosmetics. Oh, so nice. And I will show you the colors, and then I will list them below for you. But I used this one right here all over my lid, this one in my crease, and then I used this just to kind of deepen up my crease and under my lower lash line. And for my blush today, I used this one, which is Glampuss. It's a really kind of bronzy, peachy kind of color. Gorgeous. I really liked it. And then on my lips today, I have the Annabelle lip liner in Demure, which looks like that. MAC's lipstick in Luster. And then over the top of that, from Camp Cosmetics, I have Tryst, which looks like that. All right, thank you guys again for watching. I hope that you're having a great day, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.